a thread by Cultural Husbandry. This is going to drag on quite a while. Let me cover the basics. Recounts. Georgia has a recount, Pennsylvania has a recount, Nevada has a recount, Wisconsin has a recount, Michigan has a recount, Arizona has a recount. All of these fall within 0.5%. Therefore, he doesn't have to pay. If he does pay, it's only $3 million or so per state, a small price for extending the time frame. Furthermore, Pennsylvania has to section the ballots into two categories due to Alito, Supreme Court justice, which complicates it further. 2. Fraud lawsuits. There will be many. Limestone County already had one arrest. Pennsylvania has a UPS worker agreeing to testify in court that the supervisors were backdating USPS, United States Postal Service. Glitch in Michigan. Pennsylvania and Georgia not allowing Republican observers, especially during that period on election night when Biden skyrocketed. Each one of these is going to be used to eat up time. The Federal Election Commission chair has already stated that he believes voter fraud took place, specifically citing that the refusal to allow Republicans back in to observe and counting anyway is a violation of law. 3. Dominion. Amy Klobuchar, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden already got involved in the Dem primaries specifically due to worries that Dominion was potentially a threat for voter fraud and manipulation. Dominion also had a court case against them in Georgia, wherein the presiding judge was very worried about the potential for damage. Glitch in Michigan swapped some 3,000 votes from Trump to Biden. Dominion is used in 47 counties in Michigan. It is also used in 30 different states. Most importantly, it is used in every 2020 election swing state. It has some Dem lobbyists working for them, including Pelosi's aide. It also violated Benford's law with Hillary in 2016 and works in conjunction with the Clinton Foundation on Project Delian from the Democracy Project. So, for mathematical proofs, they will go looking at first digit Benford's law, second digit Benford's law, chi-squared goodness of fit test, last digit frequency analysis. You can also, just to let you know, these are statistical laws and stuff that hopefully will be explained in this, but I can explain in another video. You can also use integer percentages as an identifier of potential electoral falsification. You can run Fourier spectrahistograms for leader result voter turnout. You can even look at if the state of invalid ballots falls and you can see an increase in the share of ballots for a candidate, there is a possibility of tampering, especially if this is paired with a decrease in an opposing candidate's share. These are all statistical ways of detecting fraud. For example, if 1,000 votes were declared invalid and you saw Biden gain 1,000 while Jorgensen lost 1,000, it would suggest tampering. Even simple combinatorics would provide mathematical validation of fraud based on chance due to the down ballot run issue. 4. Ballot run issue. Essentially, most of the found votes turned up with a weird conundrum. They voted for Biden, but did not vote for any congressman, senator, etc. Essentially, they only voted on a single thing per ballot. Statistically, in the past, this has happened at a rate of 3%. This year, it ran at a rate of 18+%, 6 times higher rate of ballots, but only a 26% increase in voter turnout. Statistical anomaly, to say the least. Where this is headed. At this point, you are just moving the line back as far as you can towards December 14th. If you can do it without a state of emergency, then better. If not, you call the emergency powers into play and designate Chinese interference into the election. Joe's low opposition to China, Trump's anti China streak, Trump killing the TPP, the Trans Pacific Partnership, a multi-nation uh, deal that included China as a trade deal, and the Hunter Biden laptop scenario all help correlate to this move. Trump tells the DOJ to investigate, and they will, due to a recent Barr precedent, William Barr, the Attorney General. The Republicans in the states in question can refuse to hand over until after the DOJ investigation. Sure, Dems can challenge, but it will just go to the Supreme Court. Legislature supports all these moves of stalling, including emergency powers if it comes to that, but probably won't. December 14th rolls by, and the vote goes to the House. And each House rep gets one vote. Republicans have 26, the Dems have 23. Even if they hold all their 2018 wins and gain Pennsylvania, they still end up at 26 versus 24, 25 with Georgia. Republicans vote Trump, second term for Trump. Meanwhile, the media has primed the populace for Trump stealing the presidency. So you get even more riots, potentially much more violent ones. The question that remains is, does anyone care enough about the presidency to risk the riots? The answer is, of course, yes, as we've seen factions nationwide riot over far less. Stats and infographics. More stats and infographics. Vote totals. Yeah, that's a lot of extra supporting material. Thanks for listening. Food for thought.